You're still checking, still hoping, still replaying conversations that died months ago in your head like they're coming back. They're not. And every second you waste in that mental prison, you're choosing to be weak. You're choosing to hand someone who left you the remote control to your entire nervous system. That ends now. This is the trap you can't see while you're in it. Your brain is in withdrawal, literal chemical withdrawal. When she was there, your system flooded with dopamine and oxytocin every time her name lit up your phone. Now she's gone, and your brain is a junkie scratching at the walls, convinced one more hit, one more scroll through her Instagram, one more accidental text will make the shaking stop. It won't. You're feeding the addiction every time you peek, every time you ask a mutual friend what she's doing, every time you drive past her street just because you think you're remembering love. You're not. You're chasing a chemical ghost. Here's the loop. You obsess, you analyze, you build timelines of where it went wrong, construct alternate realities where you said the perfect thing, did the perfect move, became the perfect man. You're trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. There is no solution. She chose to leave. That's the only data point that matters. But your ego can't accept it, so it spins and spins and spins. Meanwhile, she's living her life. You're haunting yours. Picture this. You're at a bar with friends. You laugh at a joke, but your eyes are, well, just dead. Mid-conversation, your hand moves to your pocket, checking, hoping, nothing. Your stomach drops. Your friends notice the flicker. They don't say anything, but they feel it, that hollow, grasping energy. You've become the guy who's there, but not there. The guy whose power leaked out the moment she walked away and never came back. That's the cost. You don't just lose her, you lose yourself. The shift that kills the old you. Stop mourning the relationship. Start autopsying it. You're remembering her laugh, her touch, the night she said you were her person. Selective memory, survival bias. Your brain is a propaganda machine, airbrushing reality to make the pain make sense. Here's the reframe that detonates everything. You don't miss her. You miss the feeling of being wanted. All right, write this down. And, maybe read it when you're feeling weak. I am grieving the fantasy, not the woman. She wasn't perfect. She was impatient when you were tired. She dismissed your goals. She compared you to her ex in ways she thought were subtle. She chose to leave instead of choosing to fight. The woman you're obsessing over, she doesn't exist. She never did. You built her in your mind because your ego just can't survive the truth. That someone you valued didn't value you back at the same level. But hey, that's not a reflection of your worth. That's just information. Compatibility is binary. You were incompatible. Accept it like you accept gravity. So, here's the second reframe. This pain is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Every second of withdrawal is your nervous system, learning to produce its own dopamine again. Every night you don't text her is a night you're building a new self-sufficient identity. Pain is the price of reprogramming. Pay it willingly or pay it screaming. Either way, you're paying. The immediate actions, no negotiation. You block her everywhere, phone, email, social media, not muted, blocked, deleted. If you have photos, you archive them on a hard drive and put it somewhere inconvenient. Out of sight is out of neural pathway. Every time you check her profile, you reset the withdrawal timer to 0. Every click is a relapse. When the urge hits, and it will like a wave of nausea, you set a 5-minute timer. You sit with it. No phone, no distraction, just you and the discomfort. 90% of the time, the wave crashes and recedes. If it doesn't, you do 20 push-ups, 10 burpees, something that spikes your heart rate and floods your system with different chemicals. You're hacking the loop in real time. You keep a truth list. Not the highlights reel, the lowlights. The time she dismissed your career, the night she flirted with someone in front of you and called it harmless. The pattern of her pulling away whenever you needed support. Read this list every time nostalgia tries to seduce you. Nostalgia is a liar. Evidence is not. Reorganize your physical space. Move the bed. Change the sheets. Remove the candle she bought you. Burn the t-shirt you slept in because it smelled like her. Your environment is triggering muscle memory. Break the associations. Build a new space for a new man. Wear a rubber band on your wrist. When her face appears in your mind, you snap it. Hard. You say, "Stop," out loud, even if you're alone. Then you immediately redirect to a pre-planned task. Read a page of a book. Watch a 3-minute video on something you're learning. The thought will try to come back. Snap again. Redirect again. You're training your brain like a dog. Repetition is everything. What happens when you become untouchable? You stop posting cryptic stories. You stop, accidentally being places you know she'll be. Your energy shifts from grasping to gravitational. People feel it before you even speak. Friends stop asking if you're okay because, your eyes are clear again. Women who ignored you start holding eye contact a half-second longer, sensing the quiet certainty that replaced the desperate need. She might notice. She might reach out. And here's the test. When her name appears on your screen, your heart rate stays steady. You don't rush to reply. You don't reply at all, or you reply with the same energy you'd give a coworker asking about a project. Detached, polite, unreachable, because you've built something she can't touch anymore. A version of yourself that doesn't need her validation to feel whole. So this is it, the permanent upgrade. It's not just a step forward, it's a leap into something entirely new. Let's take a closer look at what this really means. Every hour you spent replaying the past, you were gathering intelligence on your own weaknesses. Every night you cried, you were mapping the places where you gave away your power. Now you know where the gaps are. You fill them with discipline, with new skills, with standards that won't bend for affection or attention. You don't become cold. You become discerning. You don't become cruel. You become unreactive. The next woman who walks into your life will feel the difference immediately. You're not performing for her approval. You're not shape-shifting to keep her interested. You're offering access to a frame that's already complete. She either fits or she doesn't. Either way, you'll be fine. This isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming the axis your life spins on, instead of orbiting around someone else's. That's the shift. That's the war you win by refusing to keep fighting the same battle. Like this, if you're done letting emotions run you. Subscribe if you want to become the one who moves people without being moved. The battlefield is silent and you just claim victory.